Well, before I heard about Hippocrates, my biggest challenge was really my upbringing, the Italian upbringing, which really meant that we were celebrating everything with food. If we had a birthday, there'd be food. If we had a get together, there'd be food. If there was a wedding, there'd be food. Italians seem to do a lot around food and the social event of dinner and eating together. It becomes a norm. And realistically, what seemed to have happened was my pant size just got a little bigger and a little bigger and a little bigger. You know, it was getting tough to get out of bed. I started getting sleep apnea. I started getting some diabetes. Blood sugar was increasing, and my doctor, put me on one medication, and then on the second medication, and then my blood pressure started increasing, and it was a great. My weight just kept adding and adding and adding to my body, and every time I added 10 pounds, I grew another pant size and literally got another ailment. Joints started to hurt. My feet started to hurt. My feet started to swell, and I had ballooned to 368 pounds. I went on the Bernstein diet, and I was on the Jenny Craig diet. I was on the Weight Watchers diet, the physician's weight loss diet, the Hollywood diet. You name it. I would lose a little bit of weight, and then you'd gain it all back again because my mind wasn't set. My doctor told me that I was finally, going to be on insulin, and I was finally going to have a problem with my legs, my circulation, and my blood pressure. I just decided I need to do Hippocrates. I need to go to Hippocrates. I need to do this for me. When I got to Hippocrates, I went with a friend of mine because he looked at me and says, "Well, if you're going, I'm going to go too." And we both went together. So the first day that we were there, we filled up our plates. The food was dripping off the plates because we looked at this and we said, "There's no meat here. We're going to starve." So we ate like pigs. That was lunch. By dinner, we couldn't even eat half that plate. I didn't realize what was happening to my body. So the next day, lunch came, we ate less again. Within 3 days, my blood sugar had normalized. 3 days. I could not believe it. Count the fingers, 3 days. Within 2 weeks, joints stopped hurting. After the first week, I stopped taking Tylenol for my arthritis. So at the end of the second week, I was off all my medication. And I was off my Pradaxa, which is a blood thinner. I was off my Ramipril, which is a heart medication and blood pressure. I was off my metformin. I was off my Synthroid. I was off Lipitor, and I felt better and better and better. On the third week, I had lost 40 pounds in 3 weeks. Now I don't know what other diets are out there. The Jenny Craig's and the Weight Watchers diets and all that. I don't see anybody losing 40 pounds in 3 weeks and not hungry. Everybody always says protein. You got to have protein. You got to have chicken. You got to have meat. You got to have pork and all that. Bull. Actually, I think they serve that too. Bull. But this is the highest protein diet in the world. And the protein you get from chia seeds, you get from sprouts, you get from sunflower, you get from wheatgrass. Every living thing that comes out of the ground has a protein structure in it, protein cells in it. So it is, again, it's the highest protein diet in the world. Every moment that I spent down there, I could not find one negative thing to say. I would give Hippocrates a 10 out of 10 for losing weight, getting rid of your diabetes, getting rid of cancer, getting rid of all of your chronic diseases. There should be a lineup down the highway literally from Toronto, where I live, all the way down to Hippocrates. Where can you go for $6,000, $7,000 for 3 weeks, all inclusive, with all the therapies, with the doctor's support, with the seminars, with the information? I'd have to only say the only drawback is that I had to buy all new clothes. And I think now that I've been off it since January, it is now May, I believe it's May the 17th, I think my computer says, I've lost my diabetes. I've dropped now to date, as of this morning when I weighed myself, I've dropped 80 pounds. And that's, again, that's from January. It's the only place that I went for a diet and I lost 80 pounds that says, we don't want your money and we got nothing to sell you. So go buy some vegetables and do this and this and this. And that's the incredible part. The incredible part is it's actually the cheapest diet in the world. I'm drinking wheatgrass every morning. I'm drinking wheatgrass when I get home. I've grown wheatgrass. My son has actually moved out of the loft, and I turned the bedroom into a small mini garden where I grow broccoli sprouts. I grow broccoli greens. I grow alfalfa, I grow kohlrabi, I'll grow wheatgrass, sunflower, pea sprouts, and it's amazing because it's cheap. Now, the beauty there is Hippocrates also taught me that. Hippocrates with their garden center and with Parker down there, they taught me how to grow sprouts. They taught me how to grow microgreens. But now that I'm turning 60, I think I'll be healthier at 60 than I have been in probably 30 years.